My precious child, in those quiet moments when you feel unseen, when your heart whispers, "Does anyone notice?" Zrenia, I want you to know something profound. I see you, not just in passing glances, but with the devoted attention of a father who counts every hair on your head, who catches every tear in his bottle, who knows every unspoken prayer of your heart. Those times when you feel invisible to the world, I'm watching. When others overlook your efforts, I notice. When your sacrifices go unacknowledged, I remember. You are never forgotten, never overlooked, never lost in the crowd of humanity. You are perpetually before me, constantly in my thoughts, forever etched in my heart. I see those silent tears you cry when no one's watching. I hear those midnight prayers when you think no one's listening. I feel those heart-deep longings that you can't even put into words. Nothing about you escapes my notice. Not your struggles, not your dreams, not your fears, not your hopes. Remember Hagar in the wilderness? She thought she was alone, forgotten, cast aside. But I saw her. I named her. I provided for her. I gave her a future. The same is true for you. In your personal wilderness, in your moments of feeling abandoned, I am El Roy, the God who sees. Think of the widow dropping her last coins into the temple treasury, while others passed by without notice. I saw her sacrifice. I valued it. I commemorated it. Similarly, I see every sacrifice you make, every effort you put forth, every act of faithfulness that others might miss. Those days when you feel like just another face in the crowd, I see you as distinctly as if you were the only person on earth. Your name is engraved on the palms of my hands. Your image is ever before me. Your voice is instantly recognizable to my ears. You are known, beloved, deeply, personally, completely known. I notice the little things, how you try to encourage others even when you're struggling, how you choose faith even when doubt crowds in, how you keep serving even when you feel depleted. These things might seem small to others, but they're precious to me. They're evidence of a heart that beats for me, like David tending sheep in obscurity. You might feel hidden from view, relegated to the background. But just as I was preparing him for kingship, in those unseen moments, I'm working in your seasons of hiddenness. Your faithfulness in obscurity is not overlooked. It's preparation for purpose. I see how you sometimes question your worth because others don't seem to value your presence or contributions. But your worth isn't determined by human recognition. It's established by my love for you. And my love for you is vast, unchanging, and eternal. Remember the sparrows. Not one falls without my notice. You are worth more than many sparrows. Every detail of your life matters to me. Your joys, your sorrows, your victories, your struggles. Nothing is too small for my attention, too insignificant for my care. Those moments when you feel lost in the shuffle of life, I have you perfectly positioned, like Esther placed strategically in the palace. Your current situation isn't an oversight. It's an appointment. You're not forgotten. You're positioned with purpose. I see the gifts you carry, the potential waiting to bloom, the dreams tucked away in your heart. While others might not recognize what I've placed within you, I see it clearly. I'm nurturing those seeds, preparing them for the perfect moment of manifestation. Your name is constantly on my lips. Like a mother who can't forget her nursing child, I cannot forget you. You are always in my thoughts, always under my care, always within reach of my hand. Distance may separate you from others, but nothing can separate you from my love. Even when you feel invisible to the world, you're vivid in my sight. I see every color of your personality, every shade of your character, every hue of your potential. You're not just another member of humanity. You're a masterpiece I've crafted with loving attention to detail. The world might overlook you, but heaven knows your name. Angels are assigned to your care. Your prayers rise like incense before my throne. Your worship catches my attention. Your faith moves my heart. As you reflect on this truth, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to join our community of faith and inspiration. Let me tell you about the special place you hold in my heart, a place that no one else can fill, a space uniquely designed for you. When others seem to forget, when the world rushes by without noticing, you remain treasured, cherished, and deeply valued in my heart. I keep a record of every good deed you've done, every kind word you've spoken, every sacrifice you've made. Like a proud father collecting precious memories, I treasure these moments. The cup of water you gave in my name, recorded. The quiet prayer you prayed for another, remembered. The anonymous gift you gave, noted with joy. Think of Mary's alabaster box, how others criticized, but I commemorated. Your acts of devotion might seem wasteful to some, insignificant to others, but to me, they're precious treasures, stored carefully in heaven's chronicles, never to be forgotten. Those nights when loneliness creeps in, when you wonder if anyone truly cares, my love for you never sleeps. Like a watchman on the walls, I keep constant vigil over your life. Every sigh is heard, every tear is caught, every heartbeat is monitored with tender care. Remember the lost coin in the parable? How carefully it was sought, how joyfully it was found. That's how I seek after you when you feel lost, how I rejoice in every moment of connection with you. You're never truly lost because you're always on my mind, always in my heart. I see how you try to make yourself noticed, how you long for validation and recognition. But beloved, you don't need to strive for my attention. You already have it, completely, constantly, unconditionally. Before you wake each morning, my thoughts are already full of you. Like a master artist who knows every detail of his masterpiece, I know every facet of your being, the complexity of your thoughts, the depth of your emotions, the uniqueness of your personality. All of these are precious to me, carefully crafted, deliberately designed. Those moments when you feel overlooked for promotion, passed by for opportunity, forgotten in celebration. I am working behind the scenes, weaving together a tapestry of purpose that's far more beautiful than what you can currently see. Your time of recognition is coming. I hear the unspoken prayers of your heart, those desires too deep for words, those dreams you barely dare to whisper. Like Hannah praying silently in the temple, your heart's communication reaches me clearly. No need for eloquent words. I understand every unuttered petition. Your name is written in heaven's ledger, engraved on heaven's walls, echoed in heaven's halls. When others forget to invite you, overlook your contribution, or fail to acknowledge your presence, remember, you have a permanent place at my table, a reserved seat in my courts. I see the potential in you that others miss, the gold that's still being refined, the diamond that's still being polished. Like Gideon, whom I called mighty warrior, while he still felt like the least, I see you not just as you are, but as you are becoming. Those times when you scroll through social media, seeing others being celebrated while you feel forgotten, remember, your worth isn't measured in likes or followers. Your value isn't determined by human attention. You are celebrated in heaven, rejoiced over by angels. Like Joseph in prison, you might feel forgotten by those who promised to remember. But just as I was positioning Joseph for purpose through his season of being overlooked, I am positioning you. Your time of divine remembrance is approaching. Your prayers aren't just floating into empty space. They're being collected in golden bowls before my throne. Your worship isn't just disappearing into thin air. It's creating ripples in the spiritual realm. Your faith isn't just passive waiting. It's active participation in my divine plan. Every detail of your life matters to me. From the major decisions that keep you awake at night to the small choices you make throughout the day. Nothing is too insignificant for my attention, too mundane for my care, too ordinary for my interest. Let me reveal something profound about your current season. What feels like being forgotten is often my strategic positioning. Like Joseph in prison, Moses in Midian, or David in the wilderness, your time of feeling overlooked is actually preparation for purpose. Every moment when you felt invisible has been noticed by me. Every tear shed in secret has watered the seeds of your destiny. Every time you've wondered, why am I here? I've been orchestrating circumstances, aligning opportunities, and preparing hearts for your emergence. Think of Esther, placed in the palace long before her moment of destiny arrived. What seemed like merely winning a beauty contest was actually divine positioning for kingdom purpose. Similarly, where you are right now, that job, that neighborhood, that community, it's not random placement. It's strategic positioning. I see how you question whether you're where you should be, wondering if you've somehow missed your path because others seem to be advancing while you feel stuck. But remember David, while others saw a shepherd boy, I saw a king in training. Your current position isn't your final destination. It's your preparation ground. Those skills you're learning in obscurity, they're essential tools for your future impact. Those relationships you're building in the background, they're crucial connections for your coming assignment. Those challenges that make you feel overlooked, they're developing character that can carry destiny. Like John the Baptist in the wilderness, your time of being hidden from the mainstream isn't punishment. It's preparation. Every day spent faithful in obscurity is strengthening your foundation, deepening your roots, establishing your authority for the season of visibility ahead. I see how carefully you steward the small things, how faithfully you serve, even when no one notices. Like Moses tending sheep for 40 years, these seemingly insignificant tasks are actually training exercises for greater responsibilities. Nothing is wasted in my kingdom economy. Remember Ruth, gleaning in the fields, appearing to be just another widow trying to survive. Yet every step was divinely directed, every encounter purposefully planned, leading her to become part of the lineage of the Messiah. Your daily routines may seem mundane, but they're marked with divine purpose. Those moments when you feel passed over for promotion, overlooked for opportunity. I'm not ignoring your readiness, I'm increasing your capacity. Like Joseph interpreting dreams in prison, every delayed promotion is developing something in you that will be essential for your future assignment. Your current position might feel like a waiting room, but I see it as a training ground. Every skill you're developing, every lesson you're learning, every test you're facing is vital preparation for what's ahead. Nothing is random. Everything is intentional. I see the questions in your heart. Have I been forgotten here? Has my time passed? Will I ever move forward? Let me assure you, just as I remembered Hannah, just as I positioned Esther, just as I elevated Joseph, I am working out my perfect plan in your life. Like Mordecai sitting at the king's gate, your position might seem static, but it's strategic. Every day you remain faithful in that place is another day of preparation for your coming promotion. Your faithfulness in obscurity is not overlooked. It's being recorded in heaven's books. Those skills that seem useless in your current position, keep developing them. That dream that seems impossible from where you stand, keep nurturing it. That calling that seems delayed, keep preparing for it. I am aligning everything, people, circumstances, opportunities for the perfect moment of emergence. Your journey isn't a straight path to destiny. It's a divine process of preparation. Every detour that feels like delay, every season that seems like stagnation, every position that appears peripheral, they're all part of my perfect positioning for your purpose. Remember Samuel in the temple, serving faithfully long before his prophetic voice was recognized? Your time of serving quietly, learning diligently, and growing steadily is essential preparation for your season of influence. Let me share with you the truth about divine remembrance. It's not that I ever forgot you. It's that I'm preparing to display my faithfulness through your life in ways that will leave no doubt about my loving care. Like Noah in the ark, when it seemed the whole world had been forgotten, I was actually positioning everything for a new beginning. Those dreams that seemed delayed, those promises that appeared dormant, those hopes that feel forgotten, they're all still alive in my heart. Like the dry bones in Ezekiel's valley, what looks dead to human eyes is just awaiting my breath of life to spring into manifestation. I see how faithfully you serve, how diligently you work, how persistently you believe, even when no one seems to notice. Like David writing Psalms in the wilderness, your faithfulness in obscurity is creating a testimony that will encourage generations to come. Your tears are so precious to me that I collect them in a bottle. Your prayers are so valuable to me that they're stored in golden bowls. Your faith is so beautiful to me that it's recorded in heaven's chronicles. Nothing about you is forgotten or overlooked. Think of the Shunammite woman who showed kindness to Elisha. Years later, I remembered her in her time of need. Every act of faithfulness, every choice of obedience, every moment of trust is stored up as spiritual capital for your season of divine remembrance. The enemy wants you to believe that silence means rejection, that waiting means forgetting, that delay means denial. But I want you to know, like the father of the prodigal son, my eyes are always on the horizon, watching for the perfect moment to display my faithfulness in your life. Your current obscurity isn't a punishment. It's a cocoon where transformation happens. Like Paul's years in Arabia, this time of being hidden from public view is actually crucial preparation for public impact. Every moment of feeling forgotten is actually a moment of being fashioned for purpose. Remember the widow of Zarephath. In the midst of famine, when all seemed lost, she discovered she was divinely remembered and provided for. Your season of lack isn't my lack of attention. It's preparation for a testimony of my supernatural provision. Now, beloved, let me reveal the glorious truth about your place in my heart. You are eternally cherished, perpetually remembered, and continuously loved. What feels like a season of being forgotten is actually the prelude to a magnificent display of my faithfulness in your life. Your name is written not just in my book, but on my heart. Like a signet ring on my finger, you are my chosen treasure, my valued possession, my beloved child. The times when others overlook you only highlight how completely I see you, how deeply I know you, how perfectly I love you. Think of the countless stars in the sky. I've named each one. Yet your name is even more precious to me than theirs. When the world seems too busy to notice you, remember, I am orchestrating cosmic events while simultaneously counting the hairs on your head. That's how specifically and specially you are loved. Those moments when you feel like one face in a crowd, I see you as distinctly, as if you were the only person ever created. Your voice, your laugh, your cry, I know them all. Like a master musician who knows every note in his symphony, I know every detail of your life's song. Remember how I found David in the fields, Joseph in the prison, Moses in the desert? Your hiddenness doesn't hide you from me. What feels like abandonment is actually appointment. I'm positioning you, preparing you, perfecting you for a purpose greater than you can imagine. I see every silent sacrifice, every hidden tear, every unspoken prayer. Like Mary's alabaster box, what others might dismiss as wasteful, I treasure as worship. Your faithfulness in obscurity is creating ripples in eternity that will outlast your earthly journey. Your worth isn't measured by social media likes, public recognition, or human approval. It was established at the cross, proven by the empty tomb, and sealed by my Spirit. When others fail to value you, remember, I traded heaven's best for you. That's how precious you are. Those dreams you've tucked away, thinking they're forgotten, I haven't forgotten a single one. Like seeds preserved for the perfect planting season, I'm keeping them viable, waiting for the precise moment when their manifestation will bring maximum glory to my name. Think of Mordecai, whose good deed was recorded but seemingly forgotten until the perfect moment of divine remembrance. Every act of faithfulness you perform, every choice of obedience you make, every moment of trust you exercise is being recorded in heaven's chronicles. I see how the weight tests your heart, how the silence challenges your faith, how the obscurity strains your patience. But like a master artist working on his masterpiece, every stroke of my brush, every touch of my hand is purposeful. Your life is my canvas, and I'm creating something beautiful. Your prayers aren't just floating into space. They're creating a memorial before me, like Cornelius's prayers and alms. Your worship isn't just disappearing into thin air. It's being collected in golden bowls before my throne. Your faith isn't just passive waiting. It's active participation in my divine plan. Remember the woman with the issue of blood. 12 years of being overlooked by others didn't make her invisible to me. Your years of feeling unseen haven't made you unseen to me. I see you, I know you, I love you, and I'm about to display my faithfulness through your life. Those times when you wonder if you've been passed by, forgotten, or overlooked, let me assure you, like Elizabeth's late-in-life miracle, like Sarah's impossible promise, like Hannah's answered prayer, your time of divine remembrance is coming. What looks like delay is actually divine timing. Your name is constantly on my lips, your image constantly before my eyes, your future constantly in my hands. Like a master choreographer directing a divine dance, I'm moving pieces into place, aligning circumstances, preparing hearts for the perfect moment of your emergence. This season of feeling forgotten isn't your final chapter. It's the setup for a story of divine faithfulness that will inspire generations. Like Joseph's journey from the pit to the palace, every moment of obscurity is preparation for a testimony that will glorify my name. You are not forgotten, beloved. You are not overlooked. You are not invisible. You are cherished, treasured, and loved with an everlasting love. Keep trusting, keep believing, keep hoping. For your season of divine remembrance is closer than you think. For I am the God who sees, the Father who cares, the King who remembers, and the love that never forgets. You are mine, precious one, forever remembered, eternally cherished, continuously loved. Rest in this truth. Walk in this assurance. Live in this reality. You aren't forgotten. You are forever mine. Amen.